Making people feel offensive doesn't give you authority at all. Why I am saying this? Because there are lots of people for gaining authority. What they do, they just make people feel offensive, and they're not even knowing that they are making people feel offensive. And they think so that by offending them, they are having lots of great amount of authority. Because what actually happened, they are saying lots of bad words, and they are like higher level and they are at lower level, and they are not saying anything, and they are thinking so, hey, he just quiets up because I said so much in great words. They think like that. And when you do something like this, people just, when that uncle will die, when that uncle will shift from one house to another, or something like that. This used to happen. And like whatever used to happen, if someone achieves anything, or any child and achieve anything, you will share him with his friends. He used to come in between. You achieved this. Child be like, yes, nothing big achievement. I have done more than it. When I was a child, I used to do this. I used to go this. I used to run a mile every day. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. I have won so many trophies. This is so very small thing. No need to be so happy in it. He used to be like it. And it was offending that child and so many children so very much. Obviously, because of the reason they were children. And also, if a person will say something like you will also be. The children will be so much offended by it. And he used to think so. He's getting a great authority by it. Because he used to wake up at 4 a.m. He used to run a mile. He won so many gold medals and all. But it was not like it. And that child always used to think so, hey, when that uncle will go, and this thing. And he don't even know that uncle that he's making these all children feel offensive. And entire his life, he did the same thing, making anybody offensive and doing such a bullshit, gossiping, feeling jealous, and saying anything and making anybody offensive. And when he just turned about 51, 52, slowly, when he was getting older, obviously he was gaining so many diseases, so many bad health conditions. So he was taking medicines and these all things. But sooner what happened? He was that much ill, he has to go to the bed. He used to take bed rest. Even after a few time, he just came on the wheelchair. And after a few months, he was like totally like this, on the wheelchair, not able to move properly. Something whitish was coming out of his mouth. And his family, he was knowing that it is the last moment of him in this planet. And he was just coming out of his house, going and sitting on his car to go to hospital. Please don't make anybody feel offensive, because there's no benefit in it. You will not feel any kind of happiness, even though you will have negative mindset, negative belief, and you will not grow in your career, because that kind of belief will stop you. And even though, if I tell you one great thing, you whatever good thing you will do, that will turn into bad. There will be no use of your prayers, meditation, and all those things connected with God. No. And if I tell you one great thing, which is actually, these all celebrity authority which you can see there, these all, these all celebrity authority connects with God. Do meditation, do prayer. Yeah, that's what. And that's why they're actually earning so high. They're at so great position because of that. And even though this is not only that thing, if I tell you one more thing, if you don't believe in God, let me just tell you, if you know one that great temple which is actually Jagannath Puri temple, it is a temple which is so old, and if you go there, you'll observe one thing that there is no shadow of the temple. If usually there is shadow, even of human being and everything, but there is no shadow of at that temple. And there is a sea, and when you will be outside of that temple, you'll observe the sound of sea, the waves and all. But when you just enter into that temple, you'll just stop hearing that. And even at the top, there is a one flag is there. And whenever you will see, whenever the wind is blowing, it will just be in the opposite side. Like wind is going in the right direction, it will be on the left. And there is one tone on the top. Whenever you see that, it will look like it is looking at you in whichever direction. And usually in temples and trees, there are birds sitting there and going like from upwards of the, and planes are going from upwards of the like sky and the temple. But you'll observe that above that temple there is no plane, no birds. No, literally no. Going, moving. That is what is the magic. And you know that that flag on the top, it changes daily, with the bare hands. You know that, like after so many years, there's one God, Lord Shiva's heart changes, heart, and at that day, heart changes after lots of years. What happened at that day? At that place, at that city, there is no light. At that night, when the heart is changing of Lord Shiva, there will be no light, no electricity. And even though the priest who is actually changing the heart of that heart of the god, the like blindfold will be there on his eyes, even there will be gloves on his hand, and then he will be changing. And at that temple is completely magic, completely. There is no shadow of the temple, and it is totally magical. And there has been so many scientific research, but nothing kind of find there were like why it is happening. Still, it is mystery. Why I'm telling you this thing? Because of the reason that God is there. God always protects you. And the best way to make God feel happy is to show humanity to people. Is to just don't make people feel offensive. Great framed sentences. It should look like respect is there, but plus you are also saying that how much worst behavior he has done and he is doing also, and kind of this rubbish. They're like frame sentence in that way that that person don't hurt if someone is offending you. Like if he is also offending you, but you should know how to just practice this thing. Because if you will say like this, or your image will create. Your image will create. Also, there will be no question rise like this, like you are also the type of person he is. Because the way he is offending you and you are giving him the back reply is so very much different. First thing comes this. And second thing, which actually comes here is what to do when you are like you don't know you're offending someone. First thing, whatever you are asking them, sometimes you are asking them something personally, like something like your birthday date, your parents' name, your wife's name, something about your children, your income. If you're asking something like that, then you should take permission. You should form great sentences and then take, not like, please tell me. You should say, would you don't mind if I ask you something personal? Or something like that you should say. But not like, please. No, it doesn't look good. Or I know people are saying so sorry, I'm so sorry. No, you don't have to be. In a one go, you say, my apology. Oh my god, I accept my mistake. My bad. That's why. You can frame another sentence also, but not that so long sorry. No, that doesn't look good. So that's what. You can take permission. Then you can ask when you will actually be the person who is so kind, so great human being with a positive mindset, with a great attitude, and you're also doing so well in your career, preparing. Also, you're not a kind of person who is offending. Then lots of great things will come your way. Lots of great value, lots of great blessings will come. Also, at points when you were in, like you're stuck in your career or kind of, and even if you follow these all things, you will have so much amount of benefits, like well, obviously lots of blessings will come from them, like not like they're blessing you, but still it will come even from the god, it will come. And this is the best gift you can give to anybody, and everybody will be so happy about it, and they will like to talk with you, and they will like the thing which you're taking permission from them and then only saying. And this will create a structure, and they will give you blessing, and they will always be like giving you great things, and not like obviously or like not thinking about it when you will die, but always giving you blessing. And whenever you will be stuck in somewhere, and they will obviously I will always be there to help you out, or this thing will be there. And because of it, you will gonna build a great relationship with your life partner, with whomsoever, with those all surrounding. And that's what. I hope so you got this point, and you'll not be applying this thing, and you'll not being so like this thing that offending someone creates authority.